Questions orales, oral questions. The honourable member for Okanagan Lake West, South Kelowna.
Mr. Speaker, Parliament demanded a budget from this Liberal government. Last night, a Conservative motion passed calling on the Prime Minister to table a budget this spring. The Liberals are asking Parliament to approve $500 billion in Liberal spending with no budget. Despite promising to spend less and cap government spending at 2%, they've increased it by 8%. Single moms, seniors, small business owners must budget before they spend. Parliament wants these Liberals to do the same. Will the minority Liberal government listen to the majority in this House and table a budget immediately?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this week was a great week for the London Knights. It was a greater week for the country of Canada. Every First Minister in Canada, from Quebec, from the provinces, from the territories, Government of Canada agreed on a plan to build Canada strong, one Canadian economy out of 13. That's what the London country did.
The honourable member for Okanagan Lake West, South Kelowna.
Thanks for the update, but what about a budget? Canadians deserve real fiscal management, not excuses or fact-free talking points. And here's some of the facts. Liberal consultant spending is expected to rise 35% to $26 billion, breaking their promise to cut down on consultants. Fact. Wow. Liberals promised $20 billion in elbows up U.S. tariffs, but later dropped them with no regard to affected Canadian workers or fiscal impacts. Fact. The majority of this chamber voted last night for a spring budget. Fact. On what date would the Liberals face the facts and table a budget for their $500 billion in new spending?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the First Ministers agreed on a plan to build this great country, stand up to Donald Trump. Fact. That's right. Mr. Speaker, the Government of Canada is imposing tariffs that cause maximum impact on the United States, minimum impact on Canada. Fact. On over $60 billion of U.S. exports to Canada. Fact. Raised over $1.7 billion already. Fact, fact, fact.
The honourable member for Edmonton West.
$73 billion spent while Parliament was shut down by this government. A spending package of $500 billion with a record $26 billion for Liberal-friendly consultants like McKinsey, and no oversight or scrutiny from Parliament. Well, this House has had enough. Last night, the House passed our Conservative motion calling on the Prime Minister to table a spring budget. Will the Prime Minister respect the will of Parliament and table a budget immediately so Canadians in this Parliament can have the transparency we deserve?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we take note of last night's motion. But what Canadians deserve, what Canadian provinces deserves, is a health care transfer, is a transfer for child care, is a transfer for dental care, is a transfer to support affordability. That's what's in the main estimates, and we expect the support of members opposite.
The Right Honourable member for Edmonton West.
Mr. Speaker, I realize he's new here, but all those things would be in a budget if you table one. Mr. Speaker, this year alone, this government is going to spend a staggering $26 billion on high-priced, Liberal-friendly consultants, an eye-watering $1,400 for every Canadian family. They'll present no budget, no departmental plans, and zero transparency. They won't even stand in this House and tell Canadians what the deficit will be this year. Will the Liberals come clean, table the spring budget as this House has demanded?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, unlike the member opposite, I know the difference between main estimates and budget. Unlike the member opposite, I know how to grow. Unlike the member opposite, I know how to grow this economy.
Whenever things, colleagues, whenever things get to the point where I can't hear, that's when I stand up and halt time. So would the Right Honourable Prime Minister like to back up a bit and take another run at it?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I will speak softly. Unlike the member opposite, I know the difference between a main estimate and a budget.
Hear, hear.
And unlike the members opposite, we know how to grow this economy without spending money. And that's why we're proposing a bill to build one Canadian economy out of 13. And all the provinces and Quebec agree.
Hear, hear.
L'honorable député de Portneuf, Jacques Cartier.
Monsieur le Président, notre motion exige que le gouvernement dépose un budget ce printemps a été approuvé hier. Les libéraux doivent respecter ce Parlement et déposer un budget ce printemps. Les libéraux veulent un chèque en blanc et qu'on approuve une dépense de plus d'1 demi-billion de dollars, et ce, sans connaître la situation financière. En campagne électorale, ils ont promis de dépenser 2 %. Ils les augmentent de plus de 8 %. Ce gouvernement fait déjà la démonstration qu'il a trompé les Canadiens. Les libéraux minoritaires écouteront-ils le Parlement majoritaire et présenteront-ils le budget souverain?
Le très honorable Premier ministre.
Monsieur le Président, la motion du Parlement est bien notée. Mais hier, j'étais avec le Premier ministre du Québec et nous sommes d'accord que la meilleure façon d'augmenter la croissance de notre pays est d'avoir une économie canadienne, pas 13.
L'honorable député de Portneuf, Jacques Cartier.
Président, le Premier ministre n'a probablement pas compris ma question. Le Parlement a parlé. Il a demandé que ce gouvernement libéral dépose un budget ce printemps. Il reste 18 jours. Un bon gestionnaire responsable se base sur un budget pour établir sa capacité de dépenser. Si nos familles, nos aînés, nos petites et moyennes entreprises agissaient comme ce gouvernement, ils seraient en faillite, Monsieur le Président. Ils avaient annoncé vouloir réduire les dépenses. Ils augmentent les contrats de consultants de 20 à 26 milliards. Les libéraux doivent écouter le Parlement. Quand vont-ils présenter un budget pour justifier les dépenses de plus de...
Le très honorable Premier ministre.
Monsieur le Président, il y aura un budget qui va augmenter le soutien pour les aînés, pour les enfants, pour les garderies, pour tout le Canada. Et pour le moment, on va augmenter la croissance de notre pays avec une loi d'une économie forte.
Exactement.